Welcome to the Coonley Band concert. We have two groups that will be performing for you, the beginning band, which is right in front of me here, and the concert band, which is over there, and they will be playing for you guys a little bit later. So we're going to start with the beginning band. They're going to play a collection of songs for you, some folk songs and all sorts of songs, and then we'll do some features to show off each instrument group, and then we'll do one big finale. So we're going to start with a song here called Mary Ann. It's a Jamaican folk song, and let's just get rolling. Here we go. Okay, so these students started back in October, and they started fresh, learning their instrument brand new, and so we learned how to make a sound, we learned how to read rhythms, which some of the reading of rhythms we've done in music class already, so some of that was familiar to them already. So it was learning how to make a sound and putting all that together, the reading of the music and the playing together. So, and this next one called Bile Them Cabbage Down is a folk song that we first started to play eighth notes. So here is Bile Them Cabbage Down. Okay, this next one is Surprise Symphony, and this is a classic by Joseph Haydn, and we learned about this in 7th grade when we learned about music history. But in this song we learned about a melody and then a variation of a melody. So you were going to hear the standard Surprise Symphony melody and then a variation of that. So here is Surprise Symphony. You'll notice the percussion running around back there. They are changing instruments almost every song. So they've learned how to play the snare drum, the bass drum, and the bell set back there. So they're kind of scurrying around back there, changing places. So this next one is called Southern Roses, and this is one of the first songs that we played in 3/4 time, and that means that it's considered a waltz. And so a waltz is in 3/4 time. It's where you count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is a waltz. So here is our first waltz in the beginning of the band, Southern Roses. Okay, this next one is a standard folk tune, Camptown Races, and this one we changed up a little bit. We used our instruments, but we also are going to play some rhythms in a different way that we normally don't in band. So here is Camptown Races. Okay, now we are going to take a look at each instrument in the band here, and we're going to start with the brass section. Brass, stand up please. We have trombones and trumpets. Give it up for the brass. They're proud to be the brass, aren't you? Aren't you guys proud to be brass? Yeah. You can tell. Okay, alright, have a seat. Alright, so the brass instruments use a mouthpiece to make a sound, and they buzz their lips by puckering their lips by saying the letter M and then going, and that basically creates the sound that goes through their instrument. Okay, but you're not going to hear that right now. You're going to hear London Bridge. So here is London Bridge in the brass feature. we're going to jump around in the band here, and we're going to jump up to the flutes. So flutes, stand up. The other flutes are cheering you on as well. All right, so flutes. This song is a song called Morning, and it features the flutes. Flutes are in the woodwind section of the band, up in front. Have a seat, flutes. The flutes have come a long way in making a sound on their instrument. It's very difficult to start making a sound on the flute, but they've practiced and they've come a long way, so very, very proud of the sound that they're making. So here is the flute feature, Morning. Here we go. John jumped on piano for that one. We had a nice little mix of sound for the flutes while they were playing. I thought it'd be nice to add a little piano sound to that, so give it up for John as well, for jumping on piano. Multi-musical. All right, we're jumping to another woodwind instrument, the saxophone. The saxophones, stand up. We have a lot of saxophones this year. We always have a lot of saxophones. It's a fun instrument to play. And the saxophones have a reed that they use, and they blow air into their mouthpiece, and the reed vibrates and creates the sound that goes through their instrument. They also have lots of different keys on there as well, and they've learned how to play all these different notes with all those combinations, which actually some of them are the same as the recorder that we play in 4th grade. Some of the fingerings are the same on the saxophone, flute, and clarinet too. So, all right, have a seat, saxophones. Here is our saxophone feature. For the saxophone. There was also some harmony in that. That was one of the first songs that we played harmony on, where the the band is split up into 2 separate parts, playing different notes at the same time. So you heard a little harmony there, a little 2-part. All right, this next one is featuring percussion. Percussion in the back. They're already standing, but give it up for percussion. And like I said before, percussion is a master of all the trades back there. So they're learning the bell sets, the bass drum, the snare drum, some triangles, and as they get into concert band, there's lots of other fun things back there that you'll hear later on too. But these guys have done a great job of jumping around from instrument to instrument, being very flexible and learning all the parts. So here is the percussion feature, Stoodle Poompa. And last but certainly not least, our clarinets. Stand up, clarinets. Clarinets are also in the woodwind family, using a reed similar to the saxophone, having some similar fingerings, lots of keys and combinations that they've had to learn. Most similar to the recorder, I would say, in terms of the fingerings and also just the posture and the way that you play it, but much different in terms of making the sound. So have a seat, clarinets. And we are going to do Frere Jacques, and we are going to perform it. The band's going to play it first, and then we're going to play it in a round, in a 4-part round, or a canon. Okay, and that's where 2 or more groups do the same thing, but start at different times. Yes, we learn 2 or more groups do the same thing. We learned the definition of a canon in a canon, so that was what they were saying. All right, here is Frere Jacques, our clarinet feature. Okay, so we have one more finale here for the beginning band, but I do want to say what a great job these guys have done in learning their new instruments, being dedicated to practicing and learning how to play, reading music, playing the notes, making the sound. There's so much that goes into learning an instrument, and I just want to say that they've done a great job. I'm very proud of the work that they've done. So give it up one more time for the beginning band members. So cool to see the group starting in October and the sounds they make then, which I'm sure all of you are very well aware of those sounds, and how they change and develop and how they fit with the whole group when they play the song. It really makes a difference over time. So I want to thank you guys for your support in them too, so give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you guys. Very involved process, like I said. So, all right, here's our finale here, and we are going to play this a couple times. We're going to play it once with just them. It's Eagle Summit March, the infamous Eagle Summit March. And then we are going to have the concert band join them for the second round and do one big jamboree, and then that'll transition us to the concert band portion. So, here is Eagle Summit March. Great job, guys. Fantastic job. All right. Have a seat. Okay, so concert band, what you're going to do is, hang on. You are going to find a spot to stand near a stand. We're not going to have enough chairs, obviously, so find a spot to stand near a music book so you can see the music. And percussion, find a snare drum, something that you can play back there. Tabourine's okay too. We're one big band happy family. Okay, are we ready? All right, here's the entire Coonley music department right here. Great job. Anyway, let's grab our books, grab our instruments, carefully find a seat by the table, concert band gets situated. We're going to need about a minute or two here to change over, and then we'll start our second part.